Anyone can speak on any subject for 3 minutes or less. Is anyone on the City Council? Council Story.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm sorry for not being more prepared. I had planned on a few different modes of preparation, writing some things. As the meeting got closer, different actions were taken that I didn't feel the need to be so prepared. So here I am winging it. I'm speaking about government overreach, and I want, as I ramble, I'd like you to think about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I'd like you to think about how that applies to the collateral damage that citizens have experienced since March. I did speak out. I don't know if it was March or April, but by mid-April, my fear of what's been going on in 2020 had subsided, and data was available to allow me to think for myself and not be inundated by the media's spin on things. And I was furloughed from my job. My wife works at a gym and at a salon. She was no longer able to do that. And we were told that we had to be locked down so that we had access to national funding. And at a council meeting a couple of meetings ago, we approved the March through September amount of that funding, and it was $67,000. And I thought to myself, how can one family's burden be greater than the entire city's burden to be put through these draconian, absurd government overreach policies that have affected nearly everybody? I don't know if the policymakers are quite as affected as the average citizen. And so I felt the need to not comply with certain things. It has gotten me kicked out of some places. I won't be kicked out tonight, I promise you, but we'll get to that later. I will be fighting such policies. I'll be up here fighting when they try to come onto your private property. My biggest problem with the government, the governor's latest executive order, or from November 4th, is the attempted expansion of the word public. My house is not public. Your business is not public. Other such venues listed are not public. We deserve the responsibility to decide for ourselves the risks that we take every day, regardless of viruses. To enter establishments, there's risk every day, and we need to take responsibility whether we want to assume that risk. As business owners, we want to assume the risk. We should be able to choose who to offer service, who to refuse service in our private property. And I believe it's government's function to preserve private property. I'll be up here fighting when they come for your guns. I'll be up here fighting for you. And it saddens me to be alone in that fight, at least on this stage. And I always appreciate doing this role as a representative, and I am able to channel hundreds of conversations that I've had. I can feel good about these words. I know that I'm not alone, in the community, although I'm alone on the stage, and I'm saddened by that. But I'm acting as a representative, and I'm talking directly to all those people I'm here representing. And I think there was more, but I'm probably out of time also. So.